Hey, what's up, everybody? Come on, let's get it in. Let's get it in, man. It's another time. It's time for another episode of Fedtime with Old Man. We got another episode hot off the press, live for you, Fedtime with Old Man. I'm gonna let y'all tap in, man, because y'all got it. It was funny. I got so many stories. I mean, which is understandable. If you did 20 years anywhere, like, the only cats I know that did my time is cats that was with me. Like, that's why I don't relate to a lot of cats out here. No disrespect and all that, but we ain't walk the same walk. And I'm not trying to glamorize being in prison. I tell everybody that I wish I never went. I missed out on raising my two older children. That's something as a father, man, you can't never get back, man. And, I wish I could. But that one I always tell you, on the podcast, man, I don't glamorize prison. But I'm going to tell you the real, whether it's real sad, whether it's real inspirational. But yeah, on this episode of Fed Time with I got to give a shout out to my brother, Ali Sadiq, man. If y'all not hip to Ali Sadiq, you got to check this brother out, man. He's an up-and-coming comic out of Texas. I'm pretty sure he out of Houston. Dope brother, funny brother, man. But it's just like they say, great minds think alike. And I was like, yo, I got to go on because I've been, this is a story, like I said, I had in the cut. I got millions of stories. I think he did 15. I did 20. So, we can relate to a lot of things, man. And we find the humor, in very dark places, So having said that, on this episode of Fed Time with O, let me tell you something. To you, this is directed to my young brothers out there, my young sisters, man, that's out in the street. Whether you banging, whatever you claiming, whatever you doing. Listen, man, you do not realize how different of a world you have walked into that you will be living in for however long your sentence is, until you see two grown-ass, muscle-bound men get fucking married. You didn't hear me wrong. You didn't hear me wrong. You don't realize what world you in until you see two grown-ass, muscle-bound men get married. You know what I'm saying? The shit is not funny. It's sad. But on this episode, I'm going to show you, man, like how this is how I got on point and learned the things I learned. And, there's no greater compliment I've gotten since I've been out of prison these 9 years is when I meet people and once they know my story, they say, yo, I would have never guessed in a million years you've been in prison. And then you've been in prison my whole life. So, some of these young cats I met, they 18, 19 years. They said, you was in prison my whole fucking life. And you don't act, you ain't French fried, you ain't burnt out, because a lot of them dudes is burnt out. Salam alaikum, yo, what's up, baby? But yeah, that's when I realized I'm in a completely different realm, world, and all that. When you see two grown motherfuckers get married, man. And, it's bad enough that they fucked up in the head. You know what I'm saying? You fucked up in the head. You in jail marrying another fucking dude. I don't give a fuck. The LGBT2127, y'all can say whatever. You know what I'm saying? Goofy is goofy, weird is weird, and just outlandish is out fucking landish. But imagine me now. I'm 26, 25 years old. I'm in my mid-20s. I went in the feds when I was 25, turning 26. I came back home at 45. All right? So imagine me being 20-something years old, man. And I'm on the rec yard working out like thousands of other dudes, man. And then you look over and you like, what the I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a gang meeting. I didn't know what it was. But then you start looking at the people and you like, hold on, these niggas got a crowd of guests. Now, like I said, it's bad enough the two dudes is fried. They fucked up. You gonna marry a nigga in jail. You know what I'm saying? But you got 100 dudes that are guests at the wedding. You have a dude officiating the wedding. You fucked up too. You think you a preacher, pastor, whatever the fuck. I mean, this is inmate. All this is inmate shit. You got a dude officiating two muscle-bound dudes getting married on the rec yard, man. The first place I seen this shit was in FCI McKean, man. Y'all look that shit up. They used to call it McKean the Dream in Bradford, Pennsylvania, man. You know what I'm saying? I knew something was fucked up with this joint, man. When I got off the bus, they got pink fucking bricks, man. No cap, man. Wesley Snipes was up there in the camp. He wasn't in the medium. I was in the medium high. I had 20 years. He was across the street at the camper. Anybody been to FCI, McKean, The Dream, they'll tell you, motherfucker got pink bricks. You know, and the psychologist told me in there, that's to give, you know, inmates a soothing feeling. You know, I'm like, yo, this shit is wild the way they fuck with you. But listen, man, when you see two men get married, and then, like I said, everybody else contributes to this wild ass shit. Because listen, though, leading up to the marriage, yo, these niggas pass out commissary slips to niggas. Now imagine you in your cell, man, and you mess with these niggas. You know, a lot of niggas mess with them gays in there, man. Them homos, them booty bandits, man. I ain't gonna say the majority of dudes in prison do. That's a vast misnomer. Let's get that shit out of there. The majority of guys that's in federal prison don't be fucking with homos, man. Let's get that straight. But I'm not gonna say it ain't 20 to 30% of you motherfuckers. Trust me. So imagine you do slip you a commissary slip and say, hey, what you gonna get? And what you gonna get Black and Meech, man? You know what I'm saying? You know, they get married this weekend on the rec yard. The fuck I'm gonna get, but they never brought that shit to me. They already know. Young boy Muslim, young boy renegade, don't even play that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I affiliated with real dudes. See, who you affiliate with in federal prison, it's going on you. You can tell when these dudes come out. These dudes come out and they fucking dudes on the low. They was in there fucking with dudes. Trust and believe. But can you imagine getting a commissary slip and going to commissary, spending whatever money you earned, whatever money your family sent you buying these two niggas a fucking wedding gift? Where the fuck did... Listen, man, that's right there. That's when I was already focused, but that's when I knew I'm going to be straight when I get out of here, because I'm not fucking with nobody that's not like-minded, that's not on business like I am, that's not moving like me, man. You ain't got to believe what I believe, you know what I'm saying, religious-wise and all that. It helps. But I got Christian brothers I love to death, man. I got Jewish brothers I love to death. You know what I'm saying? I got Hebrew Israelites I love to death, man. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing. We're not going to buy commissary and buy you two niggas some motherfucker wedding gift. Like, what? Real deal, man. How do you buy them a wedding gift? And dudes will go down to commissary, buy them some sweatsuits, buy them a pair of sneakers. I said, man, what in the fuck have I got myself into? What? 20 years of this? I'm like, yo, man, what? And dudes, like I said, those that associate with that lifestyle, they going down the commissary and they buying these two chumps a fucking gift. And they gonna bring it to the rec yard. They got the gifts wrapped up. This shit is pure lunacy. Why you think when I say the death of the black family in America, this is what I'm standing on, and I stamp it. This is what I'm standing on, because that's what these brothers, certain brothers that mess with other men, come home for prison and do. Come home and go get a wife. And you been in there in the dude's butt for 10, 15 years. Now you're going to give this sister HIV or whatever you got. That's why I said the death of the black family is real, man. That's why niggas in America is savages and scrambling and just doing anything, man. Just doing anything. That's a whole nother topic there. But like I said, prison is a microcosm of the world. What goes on in the world, it goes on in prison. So, man, imagine me the first time seeing this, man. And then let me give you the background. Let me give you the scenario, the scenery. I already told you there's another inmate think he a preacher because he read the Bible, so he gonna marry these two chumps. All right. Then you got people there that's like dancers. They got, listen, do you understand? You would not understand the idiocy and the lunacy of watching grown ass men take Kool-Aid packs, the tropical red or whatever, and make lipstick. Yeah, this shit, that's why I said these people are sick, man. They're sick. And you got people as guests, they take the Kool-Aid pack and make red lipstick. They'll go to the commissary and buy black shoestrings, regular black shoestrings, and they'll sit there and unbraid the black shoestring that you put in your sneaker, your shoe. They'll unravel it and put weave in their hair. Niggas got shoestring weave in their fucking hair. They'll take a trash bag that you'll put in your kitchen trash, a Glad trash bag. They'll cut that bitch and make a plastic mini skirt. And these are the dancers or singers at a prison gay fucking wedding. And then y'all wonder why I look at y'all real with a side eye out here and I move the way I move, like out of the fucking country. Because y'all some weirdos, man. Straight up and down. And they were some weirdos in prison, man. A mad pitching that you taking shoestring and braiding it in your head. You taking Kool-Aid and putting red lipstick on. You taking a trash bag and cutting it and making a skin tight mini skirt. And these niggas is twerking at the wedding. 2 grown-ass black men get married. Let me tell you, I've never seen any other race of inmate do this shit. That's why I can say as a 53-year-old black man, the death of the black family is real. Motherfuckers don't even have family reunions no more because half the family don't like the other half. That should tell you how y'all moving out here. But it comes from prison. Imagine that dude that got married come out and marry a sister. She don't even know that this dude is a booty band and a rump wrangler, man. This is the sickness of the mindset. Like, yo, that's why I said Fedtime with old man. I'm going to give it to you real and raw. It'll be inspirational stories. It'll be head-scratching stories. It'll be shit to make you say, like Arsenio Hall used to say, yeah. And to endure that and navigate through this sickness, man, for 20 years. Not to involve yourself with these dudes and these people, man. Because how you going to marry a dude, then you go on a visit and kiss your wife in the mouth or your girlfriend in the mouth. You flick up with your kids and all that, taking your little prison pictures. And you in there fucking a dude, man. Yeah. That's how real it is. That's how sick it is, man. And I'm like, yo, I knew then I was in a different world. Fuck the TV show. I was in a different world. Y'all can't even fathom how strong your psyche and your mental got to be to navigate this sick-ass world when you on the rec yards of 20-something-year-old with 20 years in prison and you watch 2 grown-ass muscle-bound men get married. And the rest of these clowns bring them fucking gifts. Sweatsuits, sneakers, mackerel, ramen noodles. Yeah, you know, those are wedding gifts. And I'm like, what? You learn real quick, man, how to move in there, man, or you get moved on. And I just was like, yo, that's why I got to give a shout out to Ali Sadiq, because he was telling a skit about a prison wedding on his comedy special. Y'all got to check him out. I love, brother, even if he wasn't Muslim, man, I identify with him. He's funny and he's real, man, because these experiences, man, they can break you or shape you, man. Mental health is real, you know. It can break you or shape you, and I'm just glad I got a strong mental health because my faith is my base. My belief in God is my base, man. That doesn't waver no matter if I got $1 million in my pocket or 50 cents. You know, when I pray 5 times a day, man, when I go to Jumu'ah, I have a direct connection, man, with the Almighty Allah. Nothing else even matters, man. That's why I can handle, I'm always even kill. I don't go too far this way. I don't go too far that way. I'm right here. I'm right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like your thermometer on your car. But yeah, man, can you imagine? I was like, yeah. Imagine that, man, being a young dude and seeing all these people that agree with it, man. And then you imagine, like I said, the destruction. You come home, you got HIV, you go marry a chick because you got 6-pack, you look good in ways she don't even know you've been fucking dudes for 15, 20 years. I'm here to say that's the real with Fedtime with O. That's the real. You know, so like I said, all you young brothers out there banging and throwing rocks at the penitentiary, thinking it's sweet because your homies went there and came back and tell you, oh, it ain't nothing. All our gang in there, the Bloods in there, the Crip in there. Let me tell you something, man. Going to prison is the wackest, loserest shit you could ever do in your life, man. That's when you realize you're a fucking loser. Because at that moment on the rec yard, I said, holy shit. These dudes think this is normal and this is cool. And I got far away and I stayed far away, man. You know, I stayed in the law library, man, busting that law down. I stayed in the chapel, man. I worked in the chapel, learning my religion, man, studying, you know, conversing with real people. You know, I tried to talk, you know, I didn't talk to a lot of dudes in prison, man, because I seen you was on some BS. I cut that shit short. I don't give a fuck what it was. You was on some gang shit, I'm sliding to the left. You on some gay shit, I'm sliding to the right. You know, that's what I said. I rocked with a brother that was like-minded, man. You know, we kept our eyes on the prize because we had a date. We realized there was certain brothers don't have a date. We got a date, man. We get to go out and do this shit again, do it correctly. And that's why y'all don't see me out here, because a lot of y'all endorse a lot of shit I'm not cool with. And that's my preference. I'm not got to get on here and talk about this. That ain't for you. That's between me and the law. Allah's watching me how I move out here. How, you know what I'm saying? That's why you see me with my boys all the time. You see me posting anything. If it ain't me just in it, you're going to see me. You're going to see the Jack boys. You're going to see Callie and Gus, man. Because they didn't ask to come in. They my responsibility. And I got to protect them and guard them and teach them until they can do it for their own. That's my job as they dad. But yeah, man. They gonna get this story. They can watch the video when they get older. But yeah, this one, you know, you're in a different world, man. And either you adapt or you go with the flow. And I've seen a lot of young motherfuckers go with the flow. You know, and then like you said, you out here contaminating and infecting people with infectious diseases and all that shit. And even if you don't have HIV, you're not who you're proclaiming to be to your girl. You fuck with guys, man. You know what I'm saying? We call this thing in prison, that's called polluting the pussy. Pardon my French, but don't pollute the pussy, man. If you like dudes, stay over there with the dudes. Don't come out here because you got a six-pack and you cut up and shorty's hollering at you because they thirsty. You know what I'm saying? They desires are so out of control. They going to sleep with anybody come out of prison, talk good, look good, walk good. And then when you got HIV or you got herpes or something, or you just got a dude on a download, then you want to go on social media and blow them up, but you didn't do your due diligence. So going to help you with that. That's why Fedtime stories, they're instructional too. Like I said, they can be inspirational. They're instructional. You can learn from them. Take it from a dude that did 20 years, and I don't rock with too many cats out here. The cats I rock with know who they are. It's a handful. What Drake said, my circle's so small it became a period. Think about that. That's one of the illest bars I've... Listen, Drizzy said his circle was so small it became a period. A period is just a dot. And that's how you got to move out here, because people ain't who they claim to be. I mean, you see what's going down with P. Diddy, Puff, whatever y'all call that clown. You know, he wasn't what he appeared to be, and somebody taught him that, and he just perpetuated it. You know, but that don't make it right. You know, that's why we say what you eat don't make me shit, man. I can observe and I can say, you know what, either that's cool or that ain't cool for me, and I'll move on. I don't have to get on the soapbox and tell you what. Nah, if I ain't rocking with it, I get the fuck on, man. I got too much I got to do, man. I got a passport. I live in another country, man. You know, I got people, we sitting down brokering land deals and all that stuff. So, you know, Fedtime with O is educational, inspirational, but it's going to be real. It might be raw. You know, it's going to be real and it's going to be raw. But just imagine that, man. Put yourself in my shoes, man. Being that young and seeing that shit, man. I got more serious. I was serious already. I got even more serious after that. Like, nah. These people, the power to be, the government, you ain't send me back out in the world, and I'm gonna be a cancer to my community, a cancer to my family. That's why I said the death of the black family is real. If you don't think it's real, look at your family now. Look around at your family. They ain't even been to prison. Look at your family that's been out in the world their whole life. They some slime balls. They steal money. They lie to you. They don't get together. All that shit. Think about it. They snitches and rats. Think about it. They don't have no redeemable qualities. They don't even know how to take care of themselves and eat the proper food. That's why they all sick, still eating slave food. You know what I'm saying? It's mind-boggling. You got niggas out here still eating chitlins. Like, all the food options, you eating pig shit. In 2024, hey, I moved to the left, homie. To each his own. You know what I'm saying? You like it, I love it. I really don't love it. But you like that shit, I get on, man. You know, like I told you, I found my tribe. But the Oddcast is always going to give you something to think about. The Oddcast is going to make you say, what? Motherfuckers got married in prison and they had 100 and 200 guests that went to commissary and bought these motherfuckers gifts? Yeah. And I can go to my deathbed saying I never attended a fucking gay wedding, a prison wedding, never bought. They ain't even bring that shit to me. They never even brought that. They knew what I stood on. And that's what I'm saying. When you got faith, all the other shit, man, don't even impress you. It don't make your faith waver. You know, I hear people, oh, your faith wavers times. No, don't. Your faith should get stronger. My faith ain't never wavered in that joint, man. That's why Allah's blessing me out here. You know? That's why he's blessing me out here with the opportunities, because he know I'm going to get up off my feet and work. He going to know that I never wavered. You know? And that's the takeaway from this episode of Fedtime with O, man. Let me tell you something, man. It's some sick people out here. It's wolves in sheep clothing. There's people don't know who they are. That's why you got this weird ass. You can identify with whatever, you know, man. Let me tell you something, man. If you got a dick, you're a man. All that trans man and trans, yo, y'all bugged out, man. You could be what you want to be, man. That's why y'all don't see me. Except on TV, the iCast. Nah, man. My faith with the law is too grounded. It's too grounded, man. You know, I move to the beat of my own drum, which is what the law tells me to do, man. I know what to do as a man, as a human. You know, that's why I had the people that love me and my family, man. You know? And your family, let's get something else straight before I get off here. Your family is who love you, respect you, trust you, and they pour into you. You know, if they don't do that, they not your family. I don't get those. Even they related to you. Learn the difference between family and relatives. Because I got a bunch of fucking relatives. I got a bunch of these motherfuckers I'm related to. Niggas ain't family. They ain't family. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the reality of it. But that don't bother me because we got a family. Me and my sons got a family. You know? And Fedtime will teach you that. You go on the feds and you see this weird, wild shit, you either going to fall in line with that goofy shit or you going to stand 10 toes down, man. And you got to have faith in God, man. It's got to be the correct faith, man. And it'll show. It'll show, like I said, the law will reward you. God, Almighty God will reward you, man, if you walk that path. But, man, this Fedtime was, I had to, man, because at least Dick had me laughing. I said, yeah, let me go and give it to him, man, because, yo, he ain't lying, man. You got dudes in prison getting married and coming home and getting married to a woman, man. You know, it's the wildest shit. Listen, man, before I get off, I'm going to tell you another little tidbit, man. One of the jobs I had in the feds, I was a picture man, meaning I went to the visiting room and took pictures when you got visits. You know, I sit up at the table by the COs and you came over with your little picture tickets. A picture ticket is $1 in federal prison. So if you go get 10 picture tickets, that means you spend $10 at commissary. So when your girl comes see you with your kids, y'all flick up, you get 10 pictures. That's how you make your photo album. But let me tell you something, man. And all the homosexuals, the undercover downloads to tell you this. When they came out on visits, say you was a homosexual and you came out on a visit and I see you kissing on your girl and kissing on your kids, and then you came over and wanted to take a picture, I wouldn't take your picture. The girl was asking, oh, no, I thought, why they not taking a picture? I mean, ain't that his job? And the homos never explained to their girl, well, I don't know why O ain't taking my picture. They knew why I wasn't taking their picture. I don't condone that bullshit, man. Like I said, if you want to be gay 24/7. Don't be gay when you in prison and come home now you want to smash all the girls. Nah, man. So yeah, if I was a picture dude and you was messing with boys, have a boy come visit you. You know what I'm saying? I probably still wouldn't take your picture anyway. I let another dude, because there was two of us out there. I probably let the other brother take it. I let Bird take it. You know what I'm saying? But nah, that ain't my thing, man. I don't condone that shit. I'm not taking no pictures. You fooling this sister. Man, I just seen the wild shit. I just seen a dude introduce his gay lover to his wife and children and act like they was workout partners. Yeah, they was fucking working out, all right. They was working out. But can you imagine the insanity? You introducing the dudes you fucking, or he fucking you, whatever, is sickness. And you introduce him to your wife. Yeah, that's my girl. That's my dude. We work out, man. We go hard on the weight partner. They go hard in the fucking shower. They go hard behind closed doors, man. You know what I'm saying? Salaam alaikum. I see that, Aqua. Yeah. That's the wildest, idiotic, insanity shit I've ever seen, man. Huawei was good, but man, you know I'm going to talk on it. And that's why I said, picture, man, they know me. That's why my reputation was impeccable. Like I always tell people, man, I don't really care what people say about me, man. I didn't walk this earth 53 years. I didn't walk where you ain't never walked, where you probably couldn't walk because you a spineless coward, not glorifying prison, outside of prison, my walk, how I talk. But listen, two things you ain't gonna never hear about, and you ain't never heard. On somebody paperwork. I've ratted on somebody. For those that don't know what you on somebody paperwork, because when you rat and you snitch, you gonna be on their motherfucking discovery. They can redact it and black it out and all that, but they gonna have your little CI number and you gonna know who told on you just by reading it. I ain't never been on nobody paperwork. Ain't gonna never be on nobody paperwork because I ain't in the streets no more. And you ain't gonna never hear me, was messing with a punk. Had this, boom. Nah. You ain't gonna never hear that shit, man. And you haven't heard it, you know. And I'll say this to say that. You know, just because, like I said, you'll never hear me being a rat or messing with a homosexual. I give a shout out to a homosexual from Ohio named Peoples when I was in the hole. Let me tell you this, yeah. This is probably, you're probably getting 2 for 1 with this Fedtime at all. My man Peoples was an orderly when I was in the hole on a hunger strike. Known homosexual on the compound. I was in Ohio then. I was in Elkton. I look this shit, yeah, these real joints, man. Because it's fact. Listen. Yeah, they are. It's a whole bunch of weirdos, a whole bunch, man. Why you think I got out the country? But I was in the hole on a hunger strike, and this homosexual peoples was the orderly. Meaning he walk up and down the tier and bring you, cleaning supplies and that, your magazines or whatever. And by him knowing that I was going hard on the hunger strike, the Muslim at the end of the tier, he used to sneak me bean patties just so I could have something to eat. And I respected this homosexual because he endured, he knew what the convict code was. See, that's another thing we're going to talk about in another episode. I can't give y'all but so much. Convicts versus inmates. That's a very big difference. And that homosexual peoples, he endorsed the convict code because he knew I was Muslim. I didn't approve of his lifestyle, but he brought me bean patties, man. Veggie patties so I could eat. And the COs didn't know. You know what I'm saying? That's a convict move. And I respected him for it. I told him good looking. And when I got out the hole and I seen him on a compound, I was like, yo, man, that was love. And then I went my fucking way. And he went his way with his homosexual, but that was a convict move. So I don't want to hear this, oh, you gay bashing. Oh, no, just because I don't agree with something, it ain't got to be bashing. You know what I'm saying? I believe in a man and a woman, man. That's what the law says. That's what I stick with. You believe in a man and a man, a cat and a man, a woman and a woman. That's you. That's you. And now I know what your understanding is. But like I said, what you eat don't make me shit, champ. Yeah. You going to have to answer to that like I'm going to have to answer to my life. So on that closing note, man, I'm going to wrap up this episode with Fedtime with, oh, man, I had to give it to you, man, after watching my brother Ali Sadiq. Like I said, go check him out, man. He's a funny brother, man. Funny brother, man. So, I love how we dispel rumors like, Muslims can't be funny and Muslims, stop all that, man. Muslims is regular people like y'all, man. We believe in one God, man. We don't put nothing up there with him, all right? That's the difference with us, man. We follow the prophets, man. Isa, alayhi salam, Jesus was a prophet to us, as well as Muhammad and Jacob and Abraham and all of them. They were men that walked the earth, man. So that's the difference. So, Muslims can be anything, man. Muslims can be wild as shit. Don't get it twisted. Be wild as shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You already know, Kwame. I can't give him too much, man. I got to get up off it, man. I just want to share this episode of Fedtime with y'all, man. Until the next time, man, y'all be safe out here this weekend. Tyson going to crush Snake Paul tonight. He going to crush that. Y'all better tune in. You got Netflix. I'm going to stream it for you. I'll get back with y'all then, man. I got to get out here to gym, my man, and bump my head, man. And thank God, man, he got me still alive. Y'all can bring you this information and be with my kids and all that. And inshallah, I'll be alive to watch the fight tonight, man. Until then, man, peace.